This is a seedling stress test. We're testing out whether the dragon fruit can withstand being in full sun for multiple days in a row in its cotyledon stage. Now, normally I would say no, it cannot do that, but I've been hardening them off for about 5 days now, and they haven't died. So, and that was in full sun for 5 days. So I'm bringing them up to our garden zone where it's going to get stress tested. These have all been repotted into bigger pot volumes so that way they can retain more moisture. This stress test is to find out how to advise clients on how to grow the dragon fruit, and is not meant to prove that they can survive a stress like this. Most seedlings cannot survive a stress like this, and I do not anticipate full viability at the end of this stress test. In the event that they do survive, though, they will get planted and we will have dragon fruit. If they do not survive, then, well, we've learned a lesson on dragon fruit. These are pumpkins that I'm also stress testing, and they are not doing well at all. I've planted probably 65 or 70 pumpkins. And pumpkins are really, really, really weak, tubular stemmed, hollow stemmed plants when they're seedlings like this. And they don't like being transplanted. They don't like being moved. They don't like anything. They are weak as weak can get. They get stronger later in their life. But right now, these pumpkins are doing horribly. And I knew that would probably happen since I've grown pumpkins before. But again, this is a stress test. This is not here for babying the pumpkins and making them happy. This is to test harsh conditions and to find out how to advise people on how to deal with harsh conditions with the pumpkins and how to relate to the growing of the pumpkins. Now, over here, these are squash and pumpkins that were just planted in the soil, and they're doing fine. They're a little bit stunted, they're not as leggy, but they're also not very weak. And that stuntedness and that legginess really, really shows that they don't want to grow fast and straight first. They aren't doing the best, but they're definitely not dead, and they're not dying, and they're not weak. So perlite, vermiculite, coco coir, growing media versus sand. Optimal conditions to keep them alive indoors, and then hardened off outdoors, and then transplanted and moved. Stress test from the start. If it was me and I was advising for this, I'd just tell people to put it in the dirt and move on. Don't do the transplanting. Don't waste your time with the vermiculite. Don't do all these steps, because these are not doing well. And these are doing quite fine if I gave them a little bit more nutrients and a little bit more water. So there you go. Have a great day.